Per the usual, with every week's reset, the store is restocked with some free gear to see if we can hopefully get. Now, on the front page, we'll see two shaders right off the bat. We have Heat Shielded from Season of the Risen, which I'm not gonna lie, is way, I think, better on weaponry. It's hard to say. I mean, the armor looks good, but I think it replaces one too many textures on armor to make it look consistent. We also have Hazard Pay from Season of Lost, which, if I don't recall, is a more arcade-style look. It's hard to really say if it's anything in specific, but, you know, to your own respect if you manage to rock it. Then we have Transmat from Season Plunder, which is cannon fodder, where you're shot out of a cannon for a Transmat. We also have the Red String of Fate, which is an ornament that came out originally during Season of the Drifter. Pretty solid jade-looking look for Malfeasance. And of course, because of its recent Catalyst edition, Malfeasance is one of its best spots, so if you wanted to get its ornament, now is the time to collect it for free without going through the archives. We also have the Mandolin Assistance, which I guess is just a jester in a jester emote in case you want it, which pretty simple in design. But then into our main item stock. So for our shader variety, we have the Temperature Wash from Season of the Forge, which is a weird one to describe because it's pretty simple in its design, but then has pretty good combinations of that dark red and dark blue undertone, but, you know, make it work if you can. And then we also have the Atmospheric Glow, which is a green, dark green combination. It doesn't exactly glow because any of the glow is not green, but if you wanted a little bit of a green-gray pop, there you go. And we also have Golden Age Wine from Season of the Worthy, which is a pretty simple one, a yellow and purple, which doesn't look half bad, but at the same time, it looks very Callus-themed in case you wanted to go for it. And we also have Lucid, which, if I recall, is basically just a look to make you look like the Lucent Hive. So if you wish to look like a trader, there's that. And we also have the Vex Invasion effects, which is just a basic Vex spawn-in transmat. And then we also have the Heartbroken entrance back from Crimson Days of all days, which I think this was from the last year it ever spawned, which is, you know, Broken Heart. We also have Signal Intercept, which is basically the Black Armored Radiance recolored from Season of the Risen as well. Into our main ticket items. So we have the Quick Cardio emote from last season, which is basically the running emote from the Festival of Lost, but you are doing it on a treadmill instead of memeing. And then you also have the Come At Me emote from last season as well, which is basically the Kung Fu challenge, if there's no better way to describe it. Then we also have the Exotech Shell from Season of the Chosen, which I guess is supposed to be a Rasputin-style ghost shell. It also looks like that Pokemon I forgot the name of. It's the one that looks like a soccer ball, but it'll come back to me eventually. We also have the All-Terrain Explorer from Season of the Chosen as well. Now think of this as a sparrow that also has wheels, because you are, you know, an all-terrain explorer. Then you also have the Powerful Statement Ornament for Loaded Question. Now, if you saw the ornament slot, this is for Loaded Question, the fusion rifle that was available last week, but it will be probably available one or two more times in the Nightfall rotation in case you want to get your hands on it. If you want to see how it looked like on the Adept version without any shaders, it looks like, well, it kind of replaced the shader, but it looks like that. In case you wanted it just to look a little bit different, and you somehow like that better. And then lastly, we also have the Whaler's Whim for Wish Ender, which is pretty solid just because it looks like it's a whaling bow and a pretty solid looking broadhead, in case you wanted something different that's just not basic Wish Ender or the very loud Awoken style. And we also have the Lunar Rabbit projection for the last, as always, because ghost projections are so good, always. With that, that is everything available for Bright Dust this week. Now, as the season goes on, I'm noticing more and more old weapon ornaments. I know there's only been a few of the taken ones that have come out for the new seasonal weapons. I will stress that there's a few that are coming about. I believe we're still waiting on the spare rations, as well as the sword, in case the sword has one. I forget if it does. I think we're also waiting on the shotgun. I forget if that has officially come around just yet. It's hard to remember, you know, 6 weeks ago. But with that, if you wanted anything that pops up, I'd recommend getting it the week of, because there's a very good chance that some of this will never come back until we just have a random stroke of luck and it comes back in a future week. That, my name is Matt Scorpion, and thank you for watching.